also known as St. Jerome's Picnic.
Absolutely, man. We are live, and the audience is going nuts because right up here on stage, Andy Brashear just walked in, and it's just getting crazy in here, man. I mean, the crowd started going wild. We got a crowd coming in.
We had a crowd going yay, and a crowd going boo, and
it was pretty crazy, intense. Get us started.
That's what Fancy Farm is all about.
But that's what everybody, I think, has been waiting on. I mean, you got the Andy Brashear crowd over here on the left-hand side. They were all on their feet when he walked in, but now they're sitting down awful quiet. But we do have Andy Brashear up on the stage. Let me see if I can dial him in for you.
The stage is going to fill up with all the speakers and their families and things here before long. The band is off to the back in the right side, right-hand side behind the Republican side. The Democrats will sit on the left-hand side, Republicans on the right side, which kind of makes sense as things go. And then, of course, so let me go ahead and give a rundown of the lineup for today. Let me grab my glasses.
Absolutely.
Here, 'cause I'm getting old. Let's see here. So,
well, I just want to make sure everybody knows you're listening to the Mead Truth, the conversation. We are live at this event, and Mark's got the news. It's all the news across the nation. So go ahead, Mark, with the lineup.
So what we'll have is the speaker, the MC for this year is going to be David Beck. He's the president of Kentucky Venues.
Okay.
And then the speakers will be Kentucky Representative Richard Heath, who's been on the show a few times with us.
Absolutely.
Kentucky State Senator Jason Howe. Governor Andy Brashear. Attorney General Daniel Cameron. Of course, those two are running for governor. U.S. Senate Leader Mitch McConnell will be with us today.
That's great.
U.S. Congressman James Comer will also be here.
As he should be.
Oh.
We're getting a test feed on the microphone. That's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I'm Gail Robbins, chairman of the Mayfield-Graves County Pioneer Award Committee.
Yay.
The Pioneer Award
they're
was
going to do the awards.
established in 1988 by Fancy Farms' own, the late Bob and Pat Spalding, to recognize persons who have made special and significant contributions to Graves County. The award is intended to recognize those people who give much of their time and energy to help ensure the growth of Graves County in its communities, education, business, or industry, or those who have shared their talents or gifts to help the young, the elderly, or the needy, or those who have inspired others to be good stewards and have strong visions of accomplishments. Other members of the Pioneer Award Committee are Darvin Towery, Phil Myers, former Graves District Judge Deborah Crooks, Derek Parrott, Doug Sims, Diane Smithson, and Dr. Richard Parker. There are 2 recipients of the Pioneer Award this year. The first award will be presented by Diane Smithson, and the second will be presented by Phil Myers. Thank you.
I am a Fancy Farmian, and I'm so excited to have you all here at Fancy Farm.
Woo-hoo.
Yay! This first award goes to a couple who believes that working towards a common goal strengthens you and the community you live in. It requires loving and supporting your neighbor, and they have played a role in many acts of services, both together and separate. He is a member of the 1909 St. Jerome School and Museum Committee. The focus of this committee is to preserve the history of Fancy Farm and Graves County for future generations. It has become a tourist attraction for those that have roots in this area. It is listed in the National Register of Historic Places by the U.S. Department of Interior. She has spent many hours of her talents to decorate the museum, assist with renovations, and provide support when needed. He is also a member of the Rotary Club, which has the motto, Service Above Self. He is on the board and serves as the chairperson for the Tornado Relief Committee. He recently earned the Certificate of Achievement from the local chapter and was named Rotarian of the Year. He devotes his time to the church's Finance Committee and the Christine Willett Scholarship Committee. He is an active member of the Mayfield-Graves County Chamber of Commerce and an instructor for the Leadership Mayfield program. He established his executive organization development consulting business in the downtown Mayfield in 2019. He is a 4th-degree Knight for the Knights of Columbus, a group that establishes and promotes community service events. She has contributed to the arts of Mayfield and the Graves County and delivers art supplies to various schools throughout Mayfield and Graves County that have been donated by herself and family members as a way to foster the arts in school. She provides food for funeral meals and donates money to families in need. As part of the Environmental and Bereavement Committee, she uses her talent of floral design to create aesthetic environments for church, funerals, and other special events. Together, they worked at the Disaster Relief Distribution Center that was established after the December 10, 2021 devastating tornado. They have donated and delivered supplies as needed. They participated in running the church's short-term shelter for victims. Both have participated as reading buddies for the local school for 2nd grade students. They are both vital to our picnic and have many roles to make it successful. They absolutely encompass what this award is about, using your time, talent, and treasure to better your community. They have 3 children, 13 grandchildren, many nieces, nephews, friends, and supportive church family. So please help me congratulate and thank Andy and Helen Elliott for their compassion, generosity, and fostering a pioneer spirit.
Well, that's a lot of achievements.
An awful lot. It's great to have those people in your community that
absolutely
step up and they care about their neighbors. You know, that's one of the things about Kentucky.
Well, this is one good thing I'll say about Governor Brashear. He's actually here to present the award.
Yeah, he wasn't here last year.
No.
I'll come on this side.
Let's get them in there in the picture here. Well-deserved award, all those accolades. Woo, yeah. Yeah, Mark, I mean, anytime you can get that kind of activity going on, I'd say that's a pretty darn good show.
Well, it's very important to have your to recognize those people.
Sure.
You know, there's opportunities out there to nominate people for these awards and things, and even up in Meade County.
Good afternoon, people. It's a beautiful day here in Fancy Farm, Kentucky. I'm proud to introduce our next Pioneer Award winner. They gather every Tuesday at 8 a.m., 52 weeks a year. They have done this for over 16 years. There are about 20 volunteers, with the oldest being 87 years old. You are never too old to make a difference in your community. They cook the food, prepare the meals, and deliver to those shut in, sick, elderly, and had recent surgery. The nominator wrote, "I had 3 surgeries in the past couple of years. I receive these meals every Tuesday. Most of these people are in their 80s with grandchildren.
This is very
they have
normal.
Retirees.
Actually, it's a little
It's
bit
hard
bigger
to
than it has been the
realize
last couple
that
of
as
years.
much as they have on their plates, they still volunteer. To watch these people, many neighbors of mine, is very inspiring. I hope and pray that I can be that compassionate and energetic when I reach my 80s and 90s. They make me think of ways to help others and spread the love of Jesus.
Amen.
Please help us recognize our Pioneer Award winner, Because We Care Food Ministry of the Farmington Baptist Church. Please come forward. I'm sorry. Thank you, Governor.
That is those food ministries I mean, I know the one in the one in at Journey Church. You know, we're feeding
132,
130, 140 people, families.
Yeah, Miss Mary every day
per week, and then over in the one over in Bardstown, they're doing about
117, I think.
No, it's more than that. It's about they're doing closer to 200 families, 250 in the Bardstown area. So it's actually, but those people. It's about service for them. You don't do this. You don't get these awards and stuff just for self accolades. You're doing things because you're getting these awards because you're sacrificing your time, your treasure, and your talents to serve others, to give others. In this case, the very basics of life, which is the food you eat. So I think it's it's very not just commendable, but it's a very, very awesome thing to recognize these folks.
Absolutely.
So, congratulations to them. And thank you.
Well, it's going to get a little still here for a minute as we get more people on stage. Obviously, the folks running for office are coming up, getting into their seats. Republicans on the right as we display the screen, and then the Democrats on the left going as we display the screen.
Let me finish going through the lineup.
Yeah, go ahead through the lineup.
Oh, here comes the music again. So again, the music in the background is
we cannot condone that. That's all right. I got it down.
We are. We're at
we do
live
not
event.
subscribe to or condone or promote.
So I think indicated. we said James Comer. So you had Mitch McConnell and James Comer both were going to speak today. Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman and Lieutenant Governor candidate Robbie Mills, Robbie Mills is running with Daniel Cameron. Of course, Jacqueline Coleman is the current Lieutenant Governor under Andy Beshear. Attorney General candidates Russell Coleman and Pam Stevenson. Auditor Mike Harmon will make an appearance and talk. The crowd's getting...
now, who's that lady standing next to Andy Beshear?
I don't recognize her.
Probably somebody within their party.
Yeah, I would imagine. Auditor candidates, after Auditor Mike Harmon, Allison Ball will speak, and then Kim Reeder. Those two are running for auditor. Secretary of State candidates, Michael Adams, who's our current Secretary of State, and doing, I think, a great job. Buddy Wheatley is also, he's the Democrat candidate. Agriculture Commissioner Ryan Quarles will then speak, and then the candidates for Agriculture Commissioner will speak. Jonathan Schell, the Republican, and Sierra Enlow, the Democrat. The Treasurer candidates are will then finally will finish off the evening or the afternoon with Mark Metcalf and Michael Bowman.
Very good.
Each of the candidates will flip to see who speaks first, and as always, there is a very tight time window.
That's right. You'll get ding 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 off the stage if you don't, and you won't be able to hear them talk a word after that.
Yeah.
So get it in while you can. I saw Mike Harmon earlier. He was walking up with his lovely wife.
I see Mike Harmon. I see Mark Metcalf. I see Michael Adams.
Did I say Mark again? I said Mike Harmon. Yeah, Mike Harmon.
I think you said Mike Harmon.
I got it right this time.
I think you said Mike. So it's Mike Harmon, Mark Metcalf.
Yep, Mark Metcalf.
Then you have...
now, we had Mark Metcalf on our show.
We did.
And it was a great introduction from Mark. We should go up there and shake his hand.
I see Speaker Osborne.
I don't know what that is. So this seems like a conflict of interest for me. I see a guy over here. He's got a Trump hat, and then he's holding up a sign, Biden and Beshear. I don't understand. Let me see if I can zoom in on that for a second. This looks kind of peculiar. This guy's got a Biden and a... Why would you wear a Trump hat? Let's see what the backside says. He's got a Trump hat, and he says, Biden and Beshear, Kentucky for Trump. Oh, there you go. Okay, there's the backside. Democrat policies suck. All right, let's get it. All right, there he goes. Yeah, there we go. I got it. There it is.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to make sure that people realize that that Beshear adheres to the Biden principles of the Democratic Party, if you will.
Well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of heckling going on from the Democratic side. I guess the Republican Party behind us for Daniel Cameron's taking it nice and easy.
Yeah.
Getting ready to build up for the main event. You are live right here with us.
Live from Fancy Farm. This is how it is. You don't know how it feels until you get in this environment.
I'm trying to get them as close as they can, though. I mean, they're looking around here. Let's see. We got a lot. Between the folks out here on the stages.
On the side, it looks like on the sides they're about 8, 10 deep on each side.
Yeah.
And it goes all the way back to the back. We're in the front, right in front of. I don't know who that is speaking back there. Can you tell who that is?
Yeah, that's the Democratic Party. There we go. Now we got Daniel Cameron Groove going at him. Woo, get my mic skills. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, I can't make out what he decides saying. Really, I hear. This is what it's going to be like for the next 2 hours.
Yes, it is.
It's not going to die down.
I saw a lot of teachers groups out here wearing the Beshear sign.
Yeah.
A clear distinction between Daniel Cameron and Beshear is that, if Daniel Cameron believes in school choice and the money follows the child. So teachers, if you suck and you're in public schools and you're losing kids, maybe you ought to think about that. Or teachers, if you're stuck in a school where it doesn't go against your beliefs and you've got Jesus in your life, then maybe you need to turn the channel and go work for a private school.
Maybe.
And that's why that money should go there to the private school, so you could get a better paying job. I think you should be able to compete in the job market for our children.
I think that there's definitely a lot of opportunities out there for us to improve the education system. It's not just about whether teachers get better pay. That's what they
should be able to compete for the job, and they should be competing for that child and those parents.
I agree. What I'm trying to say is that when you see the unions are not representing the children. They're representing their
own personal interests.
They should. But it's all about the personal interests of the teachers.
That's right.
Of the teachers, those in the union, and that's not all teachers. A lot of teachers are a part of the union just because they feel obligated to be a part of the union to actually pay their dues. But a lot of them don't adhere to the tactics and things that the union, that the teachers union have
put on
employed, and how they've
strapped them down,
how they've strong armed these help strong arm these communities into taking up policies and teaching things on the LGBTQ agenda, things like that, trying to more indoctrinate our kids, and that's because they feel like it feeds into their overall worldview in these unions. So we have to that we're not saying that it's every teacher. We're saying that that's the union leadership that seems to be prevalent in the country today for the teachers unions.
Let's stop putting dollar signs on our children, and let's start focusing on education and the importance of foundational leadership and teaching for our children. I think that gives great harmony. But you know what I mean? If I'm going to pay tax dollars to the local school just to listen to them train people to be indoctrinated into these other, I also think that should be able to have a vote on where my tax dollars go. I want it to go with my child. So I'm all about breaking that up, and that's where I think Daniel Cameron makes a great argument in that. So we'll see what happens. There's agriculture, Shell.
Jonathan Shell.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Let's get that camera on him. Let's go up here. Here he is. Him and his wife, Shell. That's right. Woo!
Jonathan Shell.
A lot of boos out there. A lot of boos.
The boos are all coming from the left side.
That's all right. We're getting some support on the right, though. Hold on a second. Let me get the cameras again. Boy, this is such a project. I'm a producer and a talk show host all at the same time. It's pretty good, but we got it forwards and backwards. We're getting pretty good.
Now that's, is that Pam?
Yep.
I forget her last name. But she's probably the most liberal of all the candidates on the Democratic side this year.
Colonel Pam, she says.
Pam Stevenson, I believe is her name, yes.
A lot of activity just getting fired up before they take their seats. I don't know. What are you hoping to get out of today? I mean, definitely the governor's race is a real big one we got to get going here.
Well, I think this is
Daniel's making a presence.
This is the beginning of the Fancy Farm every year in a political season in Kentucky is always the beginning of the backstretch.
I'd say it's the mecca.
This is where, the beginning of the home stretch. So this is where they're going to be. They're going to, from this point on, it's going to be bam, 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 bam on the campaign trail. They're going to be, you'll see their strategy start rolling out with advertising and with messaging, and then you'll see signs and you'll see you see the door to door. You'll see all that coming to life. It's already happening, but right now it's going to intensify. It's going to become. It's going to become more important to get that out from this point on both sides. So that's what I think today is that.
There's
kickoff.
Miss Ball for auditor right there.
Absolutely. So Allison Ball is one of the brightest Republicans in the field. She is well loved and liked by most everybody and most people in the Commonwealth.
Right.
And she takes a very strong and stern stance. We had her father here for the Lincoln Day dinner in Meade County, and he was talking about some of the things that she has to do and some things she has to go through every day, and so you can see the teachers unions and such that are here the biggest group here is probably the Jefferson County Teachers Association, which is their local teachers union. They bust a lot of people up here for that.
Yeah.
You have several of the unions off to the left here on the Democratic side.
We're just taking a chill over here with the Daniel Cameron side. I keep bouncing this thing around. I got to get it under control. But everybody's got over here is got Daniel Cameron signs. They had them up a minute ago. The crowd goes out there pretty far. Let me try to get a zoom in on that. It's going out pretty far for over here. I got a sun break change that goes out there. But there's a crowd out there, too, and comes in behind us for Daniel Cameron and goes all the way back.
There's Miss Allison.
There she is. Let's get up there on the K stage. There she is, Miss Allison. There you go, Miss Allison.
Allison Ball, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. There you go. Now, I met her the first time when you took me with you up to Frankfurt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
She did pretty good.
She's awesome. She's a very good speaker.
I'd say a firecracker.
She's a firecracker. That's absolutely true.
That's a good definition, firecracker.
She has, she works very hard for the Commonwealth.
There's Mr. Comer. He's been putting some heat down on the Biden family.
Yeah,
super glad to have him out here today. Yes, sir. pleased with the work he's done in Congress, cracking down, following the money, and it halted up some of the discussions for the plea deal for Biden's son in the campaign. That's now delayed a little bit. So, not in the Biden campaign, but in the Biden deal for his son.
Yeah, there were a lot of the documents and things that came out.
Yep.
From Representative Comer's investigation in the Oversight Committee, right? And he is. There was a lot of things come up, and the judge rightly said, "Hey, what about all this?" And it looks like you're getting a slap on the wrist, and you're being treated differently than anyone else. And I don't know.
There was a friendly handshake between two parties. I like it. Comer and Governor are talking, and they're taking a photo together. There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course, Comer's got his Daniel Cameron sticker
Absolutely, he does.
So Jamie Comer is the state representative. I'm sorry, the U.S. representative for this district down here.
Yeah.
And as well, Andy Bashir is from this area as well. So it's good to see them getting along.
Sure.
But at the same time, we've got to go after. We've got to
stick to values.
Stick to values. And it's good. Like again, this Fancy Farm is not just a political bloodbath. There's a lot of tongue-in-cheek and a lot of it's
sure.
I like to call it a political roast.
Yeah.
Where each side is roasting each other, kind of like.
But in the background, they know they got to work together.
Well, there's some work together, but they're going to work again. They're going to work to get elected over the next 4 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, September, October, November. No, actually 3 months. Just over 3 months. So
I said, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. And I guess they're fighting for, I don't know, because they're not mentioning their cause. But obviously with being from the teachers union, I can only assimilate that they're arguing for fighting back, for whatever their constituency is. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, I think we've got a great lineup on the Republican Party.
I see signs that say, I'm a union fan and such. That's a big misnomer. A lot of the media has portrayed the Republicans as...
I've talked to so many people that are part of the union. Yeah, our union tells us to vote this way, but we always vote the other way. So you know what I mean?
Yeah. But the union cries, or the media has always depicted Republicans as anti-union, but that's not true. The thing is that most Republicans appreciate and understand that the unions are a vital part of our economy and of our society. The question is some unions are not really for the betterment of the community. They're not for the betterment of the state. They're not even betterment for their own work area. They're really about getting individuals as much as they can, and these teachers unions, I think, are out of control.
Now Andy Bashir has come up on the stage, and obviously you're hearing the Daniel Cameron crowd. He's giving them a thumbs up to his constituents who are cheering him on, and Daniel Cameron's coming in.
What I've noticed now is that the right-hand side is starting to pack in. You can actually feel the pressure of people.
Oh, yeah. There's a presence on the right-hand side.
Yeah. The left-hand side, I think, filled up a little early.
Let's see if I can get them in on this side.
Now it's Fire Andy.
Woo. Yeah, they're coming in hot. Oh, my goodness. And this crowd goes outside. It's pretty powerful what you see when you come here. And I flip back over to the Democratic side. They go out here, and then they're crowding up on the outside as well. But it's a good banter back and forth, I believe. And guys, if I'm making you dizzy with the camera, hey, I apologize. Kind of new with all the toys and trinkets, but try to give you the best show you can get, but the audio quality, I think, is coming in great, and you get the sense of that you're here, trying to show you every angle we can so you know what it's like. Especially for those of you who can't make it out here.
There's an electricity in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like we got some wind picking up out here. That's not going to be
that breeze.
That's not going to be a bad thing.
No, I like that breeze.
The media row is definitely filled up today.
Yeah.
So there are so many from the media here, including us. I mean, they.
That's right.
We thank the Fancy Farm team here for welcoming us in, just as they do any of the other media outlets. And we're independent, and we want to, we're not really associated with any of the press agencies and things, but we.
No, and a disclaimer: we do not have any copyrights or rights to any music that's played in the background. We don't promote. If you hear music in the background, it is not a publication of ours. It is just overlap of the audio coming from the event that we are associated with, but there is no copyright, and we are not intending on infringing on anyone's copyrights during the production of this episode. Got to get that out.
Yes, absolutely. And there's lots of. We're in a public area. There's lots of music playing, and not just from the stage here, but from around the different areas of the picnic. So
that's right.
We are 3 minutes away from the beginning of
it's going to get hot.
Farm.
It's going to get hot.
Fancy Farm 2023, and we're going to get right into it with the governor's race.
That's right.
So.
I think I'm going to put us up on Mead Truth and come right back.
I don't know if you all can hear, but it looks like Daniel Cameron just came in. Looks like he's coming in on stage, or some others. Mitch McConnell just walked in. It's Mitch McConnell. Sorry about that. I thought it was Daniel Cameron walking in, but it's actually Mitch McConnell, who's going to speak later in today's program. So he's going to. I think we're going to start off with the governor's candidates here, and then Mitch McConnell and Jamie Comer will each have a few minutes to speak. A lot of you might have saw in the earlier window, or saw earlier in the news cycle that Senator McConnell had an episode. And today he looks pretty good. Definitely, you can see the age on Mitch McConnell these days. But I think he's going to be in. Now Daniel Cameron is walking out and saying hi to everyone. He's getting a great ovation especially on the right side. And I think that we are good now. Steve's back and.
Wow, the crowd is loud, man.
It is. So Mitch McConnell came out, as I said earlier, Mitch McConnell came out, and then Daniel Cameron came out front, along with his wife, Mackenzie.
Yeah, I just missed it.
Yeah, so you get...
There's the dream team right on the front row. Now they're coming in hot behind us now. The signs are up. The GOP is alive, man. They are alive. Mark, this energy is just crazy, man.
It's crazy. Daniel is. You can see in Daniel's face that
he's lit up, baby.
He looks like He's excited.
There's that guy, yep. Daniel right here, buddy. Let's see if we get a look at this one.
Please take a seat. Please take a seat.
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. That is awesome right there.
Yeah. I'm not.
Let the games begin. Where's the popcorn?
I am a huge Daniel Cameron supporter.
Oh, yeah. I think it's on like Donkey Kong now. Let's bring it in. We're going to get our shots. They're coming up, folks. This is Getting Live. We are here at Fancy Farm.
Yeah, we're going to bring it all live to you
That's
for the
right.
next about an hour and a half, and you're going to see a lot of speeches. Again, you're going to hear music in the background. That is the venue. That is not our.
Yeah.
That is not on ours. So.
If you're watching this program, the music that you hear is not, we do not license this or endorse this music, and we do not have any rights to it. We're not promoting this in any way. It is the audio feed that we get from this event. I'm just going to turn down the audio from, it's coming through the mics in the background.
This is coming from the mics. It's not. Yeah. I don't know how we can.
That's good. We're good. We're good.
I don't know how
I've got
we
it in
can.
the post too, so.
Yeah. So we're doing all we can to try to reduce that, but it's coming through all the microphones and the.
All right, here we go.
Now we're gonna get started here. So this is Stephen Elder that's coming to the podium.
What a helpful gentleman, I'll tell you.
Yes.
The 43rd annual St. Jerome picnic here at Fancy Farm, Kentucky. My name is Stephen Elder, and I stand before you today as the chairman of the political stage at the esteemed Fancy Farm picnic. This annual gathering is a testament to our vibrant democracy and the voices that echo through the rolling hills of our great Commonwealth. It is an honor to be among you, united by our shared commitment to the future of Kentucky. I want to welcome all of you, our very special guest out there, our pastor, Father Darrell, my mentor, Mark Wilson, our chairman, Andy Hayden, our media friends. Thank you all for coming, from our local papers to statewide media to podcasts and to national media. Welcome, and thank you all for sharing our famous picnic to others.
Recognized?
That is.
I also want to thank our law enforcement in the brown, black, and gray. Thank you.
Woo! Yes, sir.
And most importantly, our servicemen and women.
Yes.
Yes. The freedom to be here today.
Thank you. USA. I think you'll get that from both sides. Well, I don't see it from the teachers union.
I will introduce the Most Reverend Father Darrell Ventures, our local priest here at St. Jerome, who will come forward and lead us in prayer. Father.
Thank you, Stephen, and good afternoon. And I'd like to add my welcome to Stevens to our picnic today. As you may know, or probably do know, the preamble for the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Kentucky states that we, the people of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, grateful to Almighty God and religious liberties we